Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Lorelai. So, we're back in the dead state, as it were, the Elysium Fields or whatever the dream state is. And we've come across this character named, I believe, Jimmy the Traveler, who wants us to take this bomb he's given us and go into this tunnel and see the true form of the Queen of Maggots and blow her up. And I'm totally not on board with this plan at all. Um, the first of all, she's seemingly being honest when she is a force that's been. She says she's a force that's been around since the beginning of time, or nearly since the beginning of time. Jimmy the Traveler's basically done nothing for us at all. He shows up. Worst case scenario, he's just a dream or a puppet being held by the Queen of Maggots. Best case scenario, he's actually good, but I mean, the only way you would be against the Queen of Maggots right now in this story, or Lorelai would be it, is if you were just playing her as kind of a jerk character, and I'm totally playing her as the good guy. So, yeah, I don't know if why you would really want to pick this. It's almost like my memories of the cat lady and downfall maybe a little fuzzy, but I'm fairly certain that while the Queen of Maggots maybe made deals with some of the other characters in the cat lady and made the monsters or allowed the people to turn into monsters, it didn't seem like that was fully her direct intention. If anything, she just had her own motivations, and she was bringing back the cat lady through deals every time, but she really never felt like she was super evil. It's just that the imagery looks grotesque and off-putting on her, and that would be a different feeling, certainly, had you played the cat lady in Downfall. Your feelings for the Queen of Maggots will definitely be different had you compared to somebody who's only played Lorelai. If you've only played Lorelai, the Queen of Maggots has been nothing but nice to you, and frankly, I'm still not certain that she actually is just Lorelai in some future time. That there's kind of like a time loop where time means nothing in this reality. Uh, Even Jimmy the Traveler said that he had heard her use the name Lorelai amongst other names. Jimmy the Traveler is just this person who's asleep, um, and can travel into other people's thoughts or minds. So yeah, I don't think you would have succeeded even if you had tried. If you really tried to blow her up. We have a soup can grenade.
It's a bit shit, but maybe it'll do.
We did crash a train through a building to get through the next puzzle.
It's the lighter I got from Jimmy. I'm supposed to light the fuse with it.
And see, we're gonna walk in here and we may see the true form of the Queen of Maggots, which might mean something, but it doesn't really mean much. This feels a lot like the tunnel and the cat lady. Yeah, a lot of these sequences do feel like things that were very similar to the cat lady, which, fair enough. It's been a decent number of years since the cat lady came out, with the little break to remake Downfall and release that, so.
This rock could be useful.
So it looks like we are just going to be solving puzzles. Notice the awkward animation as she bent down to pick that up. The way she just bent down to pick the rock up is not something a human body could actually do. You'd have to lean forward or lean back.
I wonder what it does.
So the only thing I imagine that could happen here is we would go this direction and we either not see the Queen of Maggots at all, or it's just this creature you can't even communicate with.
The tunnel is blocked with a pile of bricks and rusty metal parts. There's something on the other side of the wall. I can hear noises coming from behind it. I wish I was strong enough to push it down, but I'm not.
Whenever they get echoey, they turn up the dialogue a little bit. I feel like a lot of this audio is a little
Nope.
a little too much. Frankly, it's a little louder than it should be. Alright, well, let's see what we do when we turn the valve. That was a long load.
The tunnel is blocked with a pile of bricks and rusty. There's no getting around this. At least not without using my bomb.
So it seems to me like
I wonder what it does.
what happens here is you maybe get a choice of blowing up one place versus the other. And you can't go any further to the left, so once you're in it, you're in it. So do we want to blow up the wall, or do we want to blow up the path? There's clearly a long load here, which means they know you're going to blow up something.
Oh, fuck it. I'll find another way to blow up Queen of Maggots.
So now we use this on the soup can grenade.
Oh, great. He gave me a broken lighter.
So we then combine this with this.
That's not gonna work.
Really?
A perfectly shaped rock like this could have thousands of uses.
Can we just bang the rock on the soup can grenade? Yes. We can. Let's go ahead and run. Didn't run particularly fast enough there, but I solved that.
It's big enough for me to get through.
And see, then that just breaks you back into what looks like your bathroom.
The middle part has fallen off. It's the missing part of the machinery. I didn't have to look far for once. It's some kind of steam engine.
See, everything here always feels so connected to you that clearly the way you perceive life and death is in these games is very much the perception of almost a crazy character like Lorelai. It's implying that Lorelai is crazy, or that maybe nobody has a shared reality at all.
Bath full of duct tape. Should I take some with me?
Nah, it looks like black tentacles. Gross. Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Let's see. So she bends down and picks up the pipe, once again in a very awkward position. Alright, so then combine this with this. Nope, use this with this. There we go. And so it did fall down. So we have to, you can't walk away. Have to duct tape it into place.
It's some kind of steam engine.
And it's not really seemingly asking you to stick your fingers or anything in it.
It's so loud.
You kind of have a face on the brick down below that steam engine piston. So I wonder
It leads back to the tunnel.
if we now go and turn the valve, if that will activate something. So we're fixing this.
I wonder what it does.
So that releases smoke all over the facility. And this definitely feels like this is now taking us directly to this sequence that we saw in the cat lady. Like,
there's something up there, but what is it?
So we're like crossing over to the cat lady's reality. Maybe,
this
maybe
one
not.
Doesn't look completely broken. Maybe I could drive it?
See, and if this were a game where you could have a lot...
Did it fall out of the ambulance?
Yeah, this seems like this is happening right after the events of basically the first or second chapter of the cat lady. So we may very well now be on the parallel path, which does also tell us that we know
it's
for a
part
fact
of the ambulance equipment.
we are not going to be able to kill the Queen of Maggots. Yeah, if this were a game made by a big company, you'd probably have a world kind of like Silent Hill, where the general idea between each of those games that there were elements that were added to Silent Hill, and it grew and grew. So that there were deep personal reasons why, like the faceless nurses and the pyramid head were showing up in the first Silent Hill games, and then they continued to show up even when it didn't really make sense in future games, because of course they look cool.
It's blocking the tunnel exit.
I believe in the cat lady.
Locked.
A body fell out of there.
It's of no use to me. This one doesn't look completely broken. Maybe I could drive it? Even if it works, I can't drive it without a key.
Okay. This car is very broken. What do we have? Triple and lighter. And I guess we're just not going to do anything with the lighter at this point. Here we have Lorelai's head once again. But yeah, it's really hard at the moment to feel like the Queen of Maggots is trying to kill Lorelai, when it really seems like it's just the stepfather's trying to kill Lorelai. Now maybe the Queen of Maggots is the devil, and she's made a deal with Lorelai and the stepfather to get her own desires, and she's letting the two fight it out, killing each other and then coming back to life and killing each other again. And perhaps everybody's already dead, and then in some hell where they just end up fighting each other and dying over and over again. So there's a car key in her eye.
Maybe I can start one of these cars with it?
I think it is also very interesting, to say the least, that in a game like this you have a little bit of oddness in even the main characters. They're not doing what you would see in a horror movie, where they are becoming scream queens and overreacting or reacting in a way to make the audience also feel that same way. She literally just saw her own decapitated head for the second time and reacted no way whatsoever. Perhaps maybe a sound when it fell down, a little type sound, just a gasp of surprise would have been due. But I don't think in a game like this, in a world like this, in a story like this, you do well to have characters that freak out. The bad guys are freaking out more than anybody, because we saw the police officer, for instance. He definitely freaked out and got killed very quickly.
Can I start one of these cars with it?
Alright, well, let's see. Okay, you start the car, so I guess you now just control I guess you're just gonna ram the paramedic out of the way. Like, how many times would that work, frankly? Wouldn't you want to go slowly and push it instead of crashing into it? And see, it looks like there would be like a tunnel back this way, but I guess there isn't.
I can hear the sound of machinery coming from behind it.
So, when seeing this, you definitely know you would never really see the true form of the Queen of Maggots. Like, it's just not going to happen. And this is so dark, I can't really see anything. This looks like this is just that door.
The symbol on the door looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen it before.
Yeah, that would just take you back to the Queen of Maggots' house. So, we may just be in the Queen of Maggots' room. So is there some mistake here where I should just go through this door right now? It's not like I even have a weapon to blow her up. Although we did hear she was that was a weird sound effect. We did hear she was vulnerable to fire, which okay. That definitely chewing and eating sound effect really does make me kind of not want to go that way. But I want to see.
Is this the real Queen of Maggots? It doesn't seem to notice me. Maybe it's blind. This one seems to be holding something.
So, the key.
You won't need this anymore.
Let's take it. So, if the real Queen of Maggots is just this blind, kind of puppet, tentacle creature, at a certain point it's like, so what? It doesn't, she may be eating corpses, but that's what any maggot would do. Does that mean she's eating the souls of people who have done deals with her? Maybe.
This monster. Could it really be what Queen of Maggots actually is? This strange sigil on the key. I've seen it before.
There's not like any gas or anything here though that seems like you could start on fire and burn her.
Lorelai?
Wasn't really expecting that.
Where are you, Lorelai?
Interesting. Interesting that you wake up back at this, in this place. It's almost like there's two afterlives.
Looks comfy enough, but it's gonna be hard to sleep with all these mannequins staring.
So, same thing when we investigate. So I guess we could, now we have the key, use it on this door.
There's a strange symbol drawn on this door.
And we can unlock that, but let's just go talk to the Queen of Maggots. Like, well, we also lost the lighter, so that is stopped being a thing. She's not there. She's not here. Here she is.
The prodigal daughter returns.
And see, that's the same thing her mother said.
What took you so long?
I got a little lost. I met a guy, his name is Jimmy the Traveler. Let's just rat out Jimmy the Traveler immediately.
I met this guy. He says his name is Jimmy the Traveler.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to take care of that culprit for a while. He has no business being here.
He seems nice.
That troublemaker has been lurking around for far too long. You didn't fall for his lies, did you?
Well,
No, I have other things on my mind. Back in the real world.
so in a funny way, the Lorelai is basically saying, I don't care about this afterlife, this dream world. I don't believe it's real. I got tricked. Give me another chance. I won't waste it this time. Did you get tricked? I think you got tricked, sorta, when the stepfather was pretending to be the dead body.
I got tricked.
Really? By that drunk lowlife? That miserable failure of a man? You let him outsmart you? Well, either you need to try a little harder, or he's smarter than you thought.
He might be smarter than I thought. Give me another chance. I won't waste it this time. Next time I'll make sure he stays dead.
Next time, I'll make sure he stays dead.
Well, if you don't, who will?
Not Officer Manley, that's for sure.
Yes, you can only ever rely on yourself. It's simple. If you want John to pay for his sins, you have to kill him with your own hands.
So I guess that's the
Give me
trick
another
here.
chance. I won't waste
We
it
have
this
to
time.
kill him with our own hands, otherwise he'll just
Yes.
come back to life.
But I did say another chance would not come free.
What do you want?
I'd like you to play a game. I've been playing it for a long time myself. It's most entertaining. Well, as long as you put yourself in the right mind frame.
That's kind of a meta commentary on
But
this
it will
game
be
in
a
general.
good lesson for you. That life requires sacrifices.
Okay.
So in the cat lady, you had to pick a
I like
candle,
games.
and whatever
But
candle you
first, I want you to understand
blow out, kill
what's at
somebody
stake.
at random.
See
Somebody
these
that may
candles?
be a random person,
They're
or
human lives.
it may be somebody who's made a deal with the
All's
Queen of
fine,
Maggots.
as long as they're lit. But around here, sometimes it takes the lightest of drafts to put them out. Now, these three here, they're special.
Well, I see only
The
two
first
lit.
one burns for little Bethany, innocent and helpless. The middle one's for Zach, your goofy boyfriend to be. And finally, you, Lorelai.
Okay.
Your flame's gone, of course, but we can make it burn again.
So she's gonna make me
We've
pick
done it
between
once
one of them?
already.
And let me guess. You want me to fetch something for you again?
No, the price has gone up, dear. I told you it would. The
Did
task
she?
I have for you will be considerably harder this time. See all these unlit candles on the table? Pick one.
Wow, am I gonna bring somebody back to life? Interesting.
So many candles. Which one do I pick?
Wow, this might be in line with the theory of the whole story being about living your own life and having a future. I might literally be creating a baby and bringing something to life.
Now, light it up, Lorelai.
Interesting. So
Now, where do I light it?
I guess the fireplace would be a good place to use this with. So the fireplace might be a well of souls of sorts that new life comes from. And so now we have
I've done what she
lit
asked.
candle.
I've lit the candle.
Let's see what story the flame has to tell.
Awfully close to the flame she's holding the candle at. And I imagine this is gonna always be the case.
It's
That you get
someone
this
you've
story.
already met. A chef. His name is Al.
Let's see, Al was the chef, but we didn't even interact with him. So no big deal, him dying.
Yeah, that rings a bell. He works in the care home, right?
And he
Yes.
smokes a lot.
You two never spoke, but now you will get to know him better than anyone.
Why him? What's so special about Al?
Oh, there's nothing special about him. He's just a sad little man who likes to drink.
Oh, he drank.
His life has been slowly falling apart for quite some time. He tries to fix it, but you will make sure he fails.
Well, that seems nasty. And if I don't?
And if I don't?
A life for a life, Lorelai. I think that nice young gentleman that adores you so much would even the scales. That's fine. Or I could take Bethany instead. Would that hurt you even more? Your choice, Lorelai. Will you sacrifice their lives for a man you hardly know, or simply help him to do what he wants? Just one nice alcoholic drink. That will be enough for Al. Hardly a devil's work, is it?
This
How
definitely
on earth
seems
do I do that?
seems like a nasty demand.
You will be an invisible presence in his life. A ghost following Al wherever he goes. Try whispering in his ear. Plant some bad thoughts in his mind.
That's an interesting thought that
Sometimes
there
that's
might be
enough
ghosts
to
running
push them
around
over the edge.
pushing people to
Don't
do
hesitate to
bad
try
things.
something either. He won't be able to see you after all. Be his misery and make him drink again.
interesting.
Trust me, although Al might seem nice at first, he does not deserve a happy ending.
Do I really have time for this? I have people that need me right now.
They will wait. You have all the time in the world.
So yeah, it definitely feels like you would have always had this.
Go through the mirror, my beautiful princess of maggots.
So yeah, I am now the princess of
Is that
maggots.
what I am now? All right. So I'm supposed to go through the mirror. Let's try it then.
Now in the cat lady, very often you would interact with people that maybe seem nice for a second or two, but it very quickly revealed itself that they weren't nice. So Al might very well be a bad guy that deserves what we're probably going to be forced to do to him. And the only
Well,
thing
here I am.
I could think is that
But-
had I used the key,
What should I do?
perhaps I would have...
Follow the Queen's orders? Or maybe ignore them and help this guy instead? This is all messed up. Let's just look around and see what happens.
I don't even know where she is. Oh, she's in the mirror as kind of a ghost like character. So A is smash.
Now that I have these superpowers, I can just blink through it. It's empty.
An empty bottle. The cage
So
seems
Al's
to
got
not.
a pet bird. Interesting. Very retro. Not a bad day outside.
So he's just sleeping here. I wouldn't have been surprised also if we end up having to haunt or kill the co-workers also. Do we sacrifice here for the better for Al? That's an interesting question here, certainly. And we're getting definitely some interesting animation going on.
What a beautiful woman. I could kill some time on this sofa if I decide not to get in Al's way after all.
Yeah, unless we find something
It's a bathroom door.
that tells us he's a bad guy, I'm really not inclined to make him drink. This effect is very interesting, but it might get very annoying with the lot of sound effects. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do this for one of our co-workers and then our boss lady. Fridge. I can either corrupt with X or A use. Interesting. So we're not seeing anything. Let's see how he interacts with some other stuff.
Well, he's definitely a redhead.
Okay.
Nothing's happening. It needs new batteries.
So the radio won't turn on. I can open the cage and free the bird. I could smash the bottle. Frankly, for a video game, it's just so not productive here at all to... let's free the bird. It's so ridiculous to potentially not do anything at all that I would...
I don't think he'd feel it if I tapped his shoulder.
To do nothing, so I guess we have to decide to move forward. So if I smash the bottle, I guess that makes the bird leave. See, this picture is interesting. Wouldn't it be funny if the twist here is that instead of this being a woman who's either died or left Al, and that's why he's drinking, this is a woman who's actually still with Al. He gets drunk and then impregnates her, and that creates a life. And that's what they mean, but that's what the Queen of Maggots means when she says a life for a life. That she can either create life or take life. I don't really buy into that, but we shall. I guess we have to just play. She has kind of like this hood over her, and her appearance has changed now. Alright, so if we corrupt the fridge, what does that do? That's quite the effect. And so now It looks definitely like the nightmare world.
These powers are completely fucking bonkers.
So, here's the guy. He's gonna go in there. And I guess we got -1 karma for that.
How long was I sleeping?
So I guess that was the mistake. I guess we're gonna end up in the mushy middle. Did I...
Welcome to another group meeting. It's good to see you all again. Also, as I'm sure you've noticed, we have a new member with us today.
We're jumping forward.
His name is Al.
Interesting.
Hi, how you doing, mate?
Hello.
So I think I accidentally helped him.
Hi. You alright?
We're good, Al. And we're very glad you're here. Now, I know it's hard to open up to strangers, but remember, we're not here to judge you.
And see, I don't even want to press a button
we might all
or
come
move.
from different backgrounds in life, but in the end, we're here because we have one thing in common. For instance, Robert there is a cab driver.
Was.
He's had a drinking problem for most of his adult life.
I wonder if we find out
But
some of these other
last year,
people
when he crashed his cab, he realised it is
are
indeed a problem.
related to
I knew
other
he killed
people.
those kids. Haven't touched a bloody thing since.
Then we have Davina. She's a full-time stay-at-home mum of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if the cab driver was in
Davina drank
downfall.
wine every night, as soon as the kids went to bed.
Most nights. Not every night.
And Charlie. Where do I even start with you, Charlie?
I did it all, boys and girls. Booze, coke, meth, you name it.
And, oh, I see Ollie didn't show up today. Again. I just hope he's all right.
Wonder if Ollie's
Doubt it.
some other kid,
Yes, well,
That we
let
know.
me tell you how we do things here, Al.
or if Ollie
The
is
group
like
will hear
Jimmy
you
the
out,
Traveler.
Then, in turns, we'll offer advice and support. We'll never think
So I hit
less
the
of you,
controller
though.
now, and
No
we can't
matter
do
what
anything.
your addiction made you do. And we'll never talk about it outside of this room.
I may have scared him straight by
Today you can
corrupting
just
his
listen to us.
refrigerator.
There's no pressure. But you'll feel better if you share. Will you try?
So I guess I helped him. Let's see if we can
Why
recover
not?
some
Just see how it goes.
karma here. You're trying to play as the good guy.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk.
So I'm gonna talk and whisper in his
Then
ear.
do the thing, Al.
The thing. Oh yeah, sorry. My name is Al, and I think I'm an alcoholic. But I don't know for sure. I mean, how can you tell? Everyone drinks. I'm just doing
In
what
the
everyone else is
UK,
doing.
in particular, it's probably pretty tough to be an alcoholic.
Except,
Do you drink to excess? Do you drink when you're alone?
Maybe
Do
I've
you
been
drink
doing
when
it
you're
too much
sad?
lately.
And
like,
do you
for
drink
quite
to the
some
point of
time,
blacking
actually.
out or passing out? Those are all signs of
feel like
alcoholism.
it's affected
Do you
your life in a
sometimes
negative
feel the
way?
urge to drink even when you don't want to? So I'm just gonna help him.
They've all made the same mistakes. They'll understand.
So this may
Yeah.
kill Zach,
I've lost something,
but if it does, then
someone.
at the end of the day, this
You
is a
want to
decision
tell us
between
about
are you
this
going to be
person?
selfish and do the wrong thing to benefit yourself, or you're going to do the right thing because it's the right thing, even if you end up hurting yourself.
You've come
They're
this
moving the options around, so you have to actually
Might
read
as well
all of
say
them.
it out loud.
You can't just pick the top line and that will always be the right answer.
Her name was Kara. She was perfect. We were going to get married. But I fucked it up.
This feels like another sequence that's going to be fairly long and not that horrific. Because the horror here is
What did you do,
once
mate?
again about living a life,
My boss at work was
And-
giving me a lot of shit.
actually dealing
So I
with your
drank
problems and
to make
dealing
myself
with
feel better.
the world.
But
Which
somehow
frankly is more
wasn't
scary
always
than the
working.
cat lady, which was
As
just
in,
about
I felt
fictional
worse instead.
monsters and
But I
a
kept
character
drinking,
who was
and it made Kara
doomed to
upset.
die anyways and suicidal.
We argued about it every night until one time I lost it. And I hit her. I didn't mean to.
This
She
also
was right in my face.
might
I just
start
wanted
to
her to shut
open
the hell
up young Lorelai's eyes to other people's
Turned
perspectives.
out
Perhaps
she was
the
pregnant.
stepfather isn't as bad
Only
as
I'd known about.
he seems.
But I hit her so hard, it made her lip pop. And she fell, all covered in blood like. She miscarried late that night. Left me the next day.
So yeah, he did a bad thing there, and maybe that's what the Queen of Maggots is saying. He doesn't deserve a happy ending. I frankly wouldn't be super surprised if this was just a game over and this was more of a kind of branching past type experience.
I'll be right with you, mate.
And it seems like you stick with him no matter what. We kind of know now that time
How can I help you?
Hi.
is swapped
I'll have some
around.
batteries and menthol Bronsons, please.
Yep. Sure. There's batteries and Bronsons.
So we can look at the wine,
Bronsons.
or we can just do nothing.
Where are you, Bronsons?
And so we have a karma guide at the top here.
Sorry, I'm new.
It's okay.
Let's see. We could shake, we could drop
Nice
on the
cat.
floor,
Oh,
or we can leave it.
she wandered in last week, and I let her stay. As long as she doesn't touch the donuts and wears the jumper, of course.
Sounds fair. I mean, at least she won't get cold.
You like cats?
See, this
Sure.
might be the cat lady over
But I
here
can't
on
have
the
any.
left,
I've got a blackbird at home.
but I don't think so.
So basically,
If it was,
cat
she
food
would
in a
be
cage.
really young.
Birds. Feathery, flying things. I never really got that.
You like the creepy furry things. Does that mean we can't get on?
Well, you're the bird man, and I am the cat lady.
I guess she is the cat
So
lady.
you and me, in fact, should be mortal enemies.
Or could we form a powerful alliance instead?
Maybe. But, you know, it's not always wise to trust a cat.
So this might be the husband
I'd risk it. What have I got to
of
lose?
the cat lady. I don't
Birds
think
are
so.
alright, I suppose. Except crows. I hate crows.
This really puts everything
they are.
in a crazy timeline.
Bronson's menthol. 20s?
Yes, please.
And so I did nothing and just let them talk.
Hey, I'm Al, by the way. So I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. If I smoke all my Bronsons and need another pack.
See you tomorrow, Al.
It does sound like the cat lady's voice actress may have been recorded several years later. We're getting that indicator at the top, but it's not directly telling us whether we are going positive or negative. Interesting. So now the bottle is missing. Now we have the radio. And we have Al.
Well, he's definitely a redhead.
And the cage is open. So now we could use the batteries.
Looks like Al's decided to clean that fridge after all. Good for him.
Interesting.
Al got them from the shop last night.
So we could turn on the radio. Or...
What a beautiful woman.
Just use the sofa. I think we just want to use the sofa. Because there's just kind of nothing here. If anything, we're trying to go down the path of just not killing or hurting anyone, if we can avoid it.
I could kill some time on this sofa if I decide not to get in Al's way after all.
So let's just use the sofa. Let's watch some TV.
Without Al watching, it's kind of pointless.
So let's take the batteries.
I don't want to touch it. It's mostly that horrible moldy food from the fridge in there.
So let's put the batteries, I guess, in...
Large batteries. They're the type you'd normally put in a radio.
Put them in the radio.
Okay.
And let's turn on the radio.
I'm too drunk, I'm too high. But if I ever come down, I'ma lose my mind. I'm too drunk, I'm too high.
That's a weird sound.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Too drunk? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, that was another negative thing. Wow, it does seem like, honestly, anything you do does just weaken him and narrow him down, so... He does seem like he's fairly angry, but that's not surprising.
What? But I'm off today. No, I didn't change the rota. I don't know who did. Did you ask Phil? He did?
He's getting calls from work.
Yeah, I know what Mr. B's like. Fine. Give me 20 minutes. I'll come in.
Well, I just keep screwing this up, so I think the right move is just to do nothing.
How long has he been staring at it?
Cookbook. Probably not the greatest of cooks, either. Let's see. Can we go any further to the left? No. So it's either we do nothing or we just...
This strange sigil on the key. I've seen it before. Nope.
Okay. Red wine, beef stew.
Red wine. I see.
Well, yeah, I could understand his resonance there. Not wanting to be around wine and cook with wine, which... Like, you can cook something without particularly tasting it. This is gonna be crazy if it turns him into a serial killer. These two are back.
I bet he's stealing sherry again. Do you think the lock's still busted?
Interesting.
I mean, if a draft was to push that door, it wouldn't be anything to do with us, right?
Yeah, these two are jerks. I can run over to the right here.
Hey, who's done that? Just let me out, will you?
So I can't interact with anything. No, she's recording.
Shit isn't funny!
Summon rain. Hold A.
Oh, bloody hell, Nisha! Leg it!
Well, I screwed up.
Leave him alone. He's a decent guy.
Okay, can I do something else? Can't walk to the right. Man, I just keep on screwing things up for him. Man, I kind of wish I had saved.
I'll take care of you, mate.
I'm trying to do the right thing and I'm failing miserably. Like, worse than most games. And I think that's probably the message is, even if you have the best of intentions, you don't know the outcome. It's very easy to screw up and make the wrong decision. And most video games don't make you suffer the consequences or even stick with the consequences. This one seems like it is. Yeah, and unlike Downfall, I'm enjoying this story a lot more. So I could see myself deciding to get back and playing this a second time with like a walkthrough. Let's see. Do I want to see him in the bathroom? I think that's probably our only option. So...
I suppose a nice hot bath is what he needs after a day like this.
Is he gonna kill himself? Or is he gonna fall asleep and drown? Enter the dream. Well, that seems like a good thing because it's blue, so let's do that. So maybe I should have just been looking for the blue prompts. The thought that all of this could be happening in the same time makes no sense.
That's a nice dream, Al. But
What?
shall we make it a little more interesting?
His dream is he's sleeping on the door. We want to add a shark. Do we want to add a boat? Or do we want to add a palm tree? I guess palm trees can't be that offensive, and this is definitely different types of way of choosing things with interesting graphics around it. This very well may be us creating the lonely shores. So we can hold the left button and make him walk. And we've got flowers and trees. And there's his wife, or ex-wife. There's an interesting thought here. If you get forgiveness or absolution in a dream, is it going to feel true and valid in reality? Or did I just traumatize him some more by having him dream about her? Maybe the shark would have been the less painful sequence.
You all right?
Yes. You?
Interesting.
We need to talk, Lorelai.
Now we're back with Jimmy the Traveler.
Follow me. So, you're working for the Queen of Maggots now. Toying with people's lives? Killing parasites?
She hasn't used the phrase parasites. I'm actually trying to help the guy.
I'm actually trying to help this guy. I've had a slip or two, but I think we can probably get away with it.
Yeah? Okay. Good. But you can only afford so many mistakes, Lorelai.
Yeah, I feel like
So
I've
keep your
made too
guard
many.
up. Al's life is in your hands.
That's what frightens me most, Jimmy.
What about the real Queen of Maggots? How did it go in the tunnel?
Thanks for giving me a broken bloody lighter. Let's see.
Well, I'm guessing you already know that I did not manage to kill her.
We wouldn't still be here if she was dead, would we? But what went wrong?
One bomb wasn't enough.
It turned out one bomb wasn't enough. I had to use it to clear the blockage in the tunnel. And that's even before I found the monster.
I'm sorry, Lorelai. I should have prepared better.
Yeah. But now that I've seen that thing, I agree. We must destroy it.
Do we? Okay.
I'm glad you think so too.
I'm turning to that side because it does seem like the Queen of Maggots probably would be better off being destroyed, but also I don't think we're going to succeed at this.
That monster was huge. Are you even sure the bomb would kill it?
No, of course I'm not. But unless we find a rocket launcher, we're kind of short on options here. Anyway, it seems to be weak to fire. And I'm pretty sure that oily pool it's sitting in would burn like a torch, too.
So he's seen
Sounds
her.
like you need to make more bombs.
I'll figure something out. But I need you to promise me something.
I don't like making promises I can't keep.
I don't like making promises I can't keep.
It's...
Just hear me out, please. If you manage to find a way out and survive this, when you're back in the real world, go to 12 Helen Road. There is a spare key in the plant pot, right outside flat 3. Find me. And wake me up.
So now we're gonna have to try and save Jimmy the Traveler also.
My name is Davina, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This has been
I think
difficult week.
this is gonna take longer than I think it is. So
Doing my head in. I mean,
we're gonna probably have to pause.
Sometimes I feel like I could just strangle them so they would shut up. But I won't. Obviously. They're my kids. I love them so much. But every time they spill stuff on the floor, and every time they scream their little heads off or fight about some stupid toy,
I'm wondering if this is a character I'm supposed to recognize.
it's always there, you know?
I'll encourage her in her efforts. She's a terrible mother and everyone can see that. Yeah.
Why don't you encourage her in her efforts? She just needs a bit of support.
I don't have kids, so I don't really know what that's like, but, you know, for some reason, I remember something Bill Murray once said in a movie. I think
Quoting
it
the movie.
was Lost in Translation. Yeah, well,
That definitely
he
puts
basically
this
said,
timeline
"It's true
in a
that
weird
kids are hard,
point.
But
Again.
you grow up to be the most delightful people you will ever meet in your life. So what I'm trying to say is, be strong. Being a mum's never easy. But in the end, you'll know it was all worth it.
I saw that film. I don't remember that line, but I sure remember him drinking a lot of whiskey.
Let's leave it at that. Yeah, Lorelai is definitely going in different directions compared to the cat lady. Frankly, if there were any achievements or even a branching path or another reason to try and play the cat lady, I could see myself wanting to play it right after this game to see just the vast difference that they've made over the course of releasing Downfall, then the cat lady, then re-releasing a remaster of Downfall, and now releasing Lorelai. Although, on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if there, in a couple of years, would be a remaster of the cat lady in Unity, or a remaster of even Downfall a second time in Unity. Although at a certain point also, the creator of this game should just move on and make a new trilogy. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.